We were the perfect couple, or so I thought. High school sweethearts, married for 10 years, with 2 amazing kids. Sarah was my rock, my everything. The idea that she could ever cheat on me was just unthinkable. It was a plot from a bad movie, not something that could happen in my life to us. We had built a life together, brick by brick, filled with laughter, late-night talks, and shared dreams. Betrayal wasn't in our vocabulary. It started subtly, so subtly that I barely noticed, or maybe I just didn't want to. It began with her phone. It used to be left on the counter, face up, without a care in the world. Suddenly, it was always with her, face down, or tucked away in her purse. When I'd walk into the room while she was texting, she'd quickly lock the screen. I'd ask who she was talking to, and it was always a vague answer, like just a friend or a group chat from work. I brushed it off. We all need our privacy, right? I told myself I was being paranoid. Then came the late nights at the office. Sarah had always been a dedicated employee, but this was different. It went from 1 late night a week to 3 or 4. She'd come home exhausted, smelling faintly of a cologne that wasn't mine. When I asked about it, she'd laugh it off, saying she must have stood too close to a colleague in the elevator. She'd talk about a big project, tons of pressure, but the details were always fuzzy. I wanted to believe her. I really did. So I'd make her dinner, run her a bath, and tell myself that she was just working hard for our family. The emotional distance was the hardest part. It felt like a chasm was slowly opening between us. Our conversations became purely logistical: who was picking up the kids, what we needed from the grocery store. The laughter died down. The inside jokes we shared for years were met with blank stares. When I tried to initiate any kind of intimacy, she would say she was too tired or had a headache. It felt like I was living with a stranger, a polite roommate who shared my bed but not my life. I felt a profound loneliness I'd never known before. The final straw came one Saturday. Sarah said she was going out for a girls' day with her friends. I decided to surprise her and the kids with a trip to the local ice cream parlor she loved. As we were driving there, I saw her car parked outside a small, unfamiliar hotel on the edge of town. My heart sank. There was no girls' day happening there. I parked across the street, my hands shaking, my mind racing. A few minutes later, I saw her walk out, laughing with a man I recognized from her office photos. He put his arm around her waist, and she leaned into him. They kissed. A long, passionate kiss that shattered my world into a million pieces. In that single moment, all the little signs, all the ignored whispers of doubt, came crashing down on me. The phone, the late nights, the distance, it all made a terrible, heartbreaking kind of sense. The man I was, the husband who trusted his wife completely, died on that street corner. I drove home, the ice cream forgotten, the sound of my children's laughter in the back seat, a painful reminder of the family that was now broken. I knew that when she came home, nothing would ever be the same again. The truth, as devastating as it was finally impossible to ignore. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, remember you are not alone. Please subscribe for more stories.